Hello everybody and welcome back. Edgeworth might be dead, but maybe they just had a big fight and now they're just not seeing each other anymore, who knows. Dr. Gray brought this over to my office the other day and, hey! It's that news story! The one about the malpractice suit. 14 patients died and it caused a huge stink. Yeah, but that's not all, pal. Things only got worse after that. You mean the car accident the nurse died in? Here we go. Brought my own clipping with me today. You said you couldn't find it! Yeah, pal, this is for you. Alright, thanks. Newspaper clipping 2 added to the court record. Maybe I could show this to Mimi Miney. Oh, that's not confusing. Died after falling asleep at the wheel. Oh wait, surname! Okay, so yeah, that you had to know. You had to know. Wait, anything else you want to talk to me about? Okay. Oh yeah, and we've got Von Karma's successor to worry about, so that'll be fun. But before that, we need to prove this bitch is lying to our faces. Oh, that's gonna be a nightmare to sync up later. Okay, anyway, look at- oh wait, no. Look at this. The victim. Yeah, you new person. You connect being money. Take a look at this newspaper clipping. Like, what is it? A story about an accident? Please read the victim's name. Mimi Miney. Miney's a pretty rare last name, wouldn't you say? Ms. Mimi Miney wouldn't happen to be a relative of yours, would she? So you noticed. She was my older sister. I'm sorry about your loss. Your sister, was she a nurse, perhaps at Dr. Gray's surgical clinic? Gray's surgical clinic. I don't think I need to tell you that the clinic was run by the victim, Dr. Turner Gray. Which is how you knew Dr. Gray. You knew him through your sister. Clearly. Unlock successful. Yay! My life points. Tell me about your shit. Please tell me all you know about Dr. Gray. Your sister looks like Vegeta. My sister's name was Mimi Miney. She was like a nurse at Dr. Gray's clinic. That's what I thought. I heard that Dr. Gray was really tough on people. Like a total slave driver. My sis was always coming home totally wiped out because she was overworked. Wiped out? Is that why she fell asleep at the wheel? That guy drove my sis so hard, so that's why the accident happened. When we're 14 patients died from malpractice. Yeah, I think that was the doctor's fault too. My sis was pushed by everyone's expectations and her duties and stuff. And that pushed her to death. Oh, I'm sorry. So what you're saying is you're totally the murderer, right? So are we done? I've already told my story to everyone. Do you understand now, Mr. Nick? This is how a psyche lock works. Well, I don't plan to pry into people's hearts unless I absolutely need to. That is so untrue. You do that shit all the time. Don't even lie. The lock this time was pretty easy, but you might meet people who aren't as willing to give in later on. If you don't have enough proof, be careful and know when to stop trying. Oh, I guess she left after we dredged up the trauma of her sister. Hey, talk about the incident with me a little bit. Oh, I better shut my mouth. What? I'm not gonna give you any information about evidence, pal. Oh. Okay. Well, at least he's learned his lesson, I suppose. Anything else in here I should know about? Nope. Okay, bye. Maybe we should go back to Maya? I'm not really sure what the right call is here, to be honest. Current village. Oh. Mr. Nick. What's wrong? I've never left Crane Village. Really? Wow, that's pretty amazing. You're going to meet with Mystic Maya, aren't you? Please tell her I said hi. Oh, bye! Hey, wait! She ran off. Again. Well, I know Ian's secret now, but I still don't have any idea how I'm going to save Maya. I don't even know if I should go in there with a smile or a straight face. Well, I guess that's pretty much just telling us to go to the detention center, so might as well. We still don't have a whole lot of evidence, though. What am I supposed to do? I'm almost out of time. Can I really do anything? Can I really save her? Sorry to keep you waiting. Huh? Must be Maya. It's been a long time, hasn't it, Phoenix? Mia? That voice. Mia! I mean, I like Maya more, but still. Mia! Even without me being here, it looks like you've learned to stand on your own. Hey, Queen. Oh, she's so pretty. Mia. She's Maya's older sister and my mentor. Oh, she had a Magatama! I never noticed! She was a top-notch defense lawyer, but a certain case forced her into retirement. But whenever I'm in trouble, she comes to help, just like this. Poor girl can't rest in peace at all. The spirit comes back from the other world and borrows Maya's body for a bit. Phoenix, you can't make that kind of face in front of your client. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets, and especially when it's bad. Mia, you can't smile at the end if you haven't been smiling the whole way there. In any case, the face you're making now is no face to show a client, Phoenix. But... So, tell me all about it. I'm going to guess that my sister is in a lot of trouble again. Well, you are in jail. I told her everything about what had happened in the last 2 days. Mia closed her eyes, deep in thought, while she listened. Can we get us, like, some bigger clothes, please? I see. Mia, what am I supposed to do? It's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. Wait, does she have purple lipstick? Nice. Was Maya wearing that, or... Anyway, it's pretty clear what a good lawyer does in this situation. And that is? Tell me, please. Believe in your convictions. And fight for the complete acquittal of your client. That's not always true, but it's practically an anime, so we can do whatever we want. You think Maya's not guilty? How can you be so sure? I know she is, and I'll give you a hint as to why. Yes? Mediums can't have dreams. Can't have dreams? Like, in general? From what you told me, it sounds like Maya was having a dream while channeling. Yeah, she said she dreamed that she had died and been buried in the ground. But that is impossible. You've heard it from her, I'm sure. When a medium channels, her own spirit disappears. Which means that it's impossible for her to have a dream during that time. Then, what does this mean? I think it's safe to bet that Maya was set up. A setup? It's up to you to blow the lid on this case tomorrow and show how she was set up. And you're not gonna help? How am I supposed to prove her innocence when I have nothing to go on? If you're looking for a clue, it's already in your hands. It is? Just as it sounds, Phoenix. You already hold the key. Really? Come on, show me the key to this case. The key, huh? Alright, I'll show it to her. The key I hold. Could it be the fucking key? Mia, have you seen this key before? Ah, the key. Okay, it's literally the key to understanding everything that happened in this case. This key? Phoenix, listen. Right now, that key is sitting in your hand. However, it shouldn't be. It contradicts the facts. What does she mean? I'm certain this key will be a piece of evidence that makes your case tomorrow. You already know everything you need to know. You know what the key to this case is. That is enough. But, how can I win tomorrow without knowing who the real murderer is? Who could have... At the time, I didn't know. This day was going to end with a turn for the surprising. Whoa! What? Mia? What? What's wrong? That's right. I mean, I could see the psyche locks. What are you hiding from me, Mia? Which means Mia must know something about the real murderer. For this to be something she would hide under lock and key. Excuse me, from even me? What in the world is going on? To be continued. Blah, blah, blah. Shit, okay. I would love to do that. Alright, let's continue right on. We'll get to the start of the trial today. June 21st, 9:48 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 1. What? Oh, I missed you. Prosecutor von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. Successor? Manfred von Karma was really a sinister man. Pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, also he could win. Yeah, he tased us with a taser! Well, it was a stun gun and a sprite, I think. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. A perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. How did this man raise a child? How did this man impregnate someone without being like, oh, it must be the perfect conception? Like, Jesus Christ. And now a successor. What kind of person they'll turn out to be. Me fucking too, man. It's no good. Mystic Maya! Pearly! You showed up! Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Aha! Then you came here all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the manor and followed a map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here? Of course not! I ran! I can't... Oh my. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh man. Shit. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. And a lover. Objection! Oh, that was him. I still remember him as if I'd only seen him yesterday. Ugh. Objection! Every trial was a scorching, fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them. But when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Uh-huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. Is he dead? What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Is he dead? Like, seriously, I can't tell if he's dead or if, like, they had a big fight and Phoenix is like, you can't ever talk about Edgeworth in front of me or I'll get too sad. We had a big Oh. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? Oh, she does the same, like, grippy on the shoulder. What is with this girl? Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared? Yeah, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Phoenix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? No. Hold on, so this kid is the famed prosecutor von Karma? I am Franziska von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma? If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can... Ow! I'm talking. I don't think you can whip the judge If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Yow! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Okay. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement, please. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant, Maya Fey, will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. This is a normal trial. Very well. What is the defense's position? Your Honor, does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense. A plea usually reserved when a person unintentionally kills in defense of himself. You could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but... Defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because to plead justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. If that's how you want to play it, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call my first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. I do not envy whatever childhood she must have had. Witness, your name and occupation? Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? Look of disbelief on the judge's face is, Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. I'm afraid not, sir. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Cross-examination time? Cross-examination time. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Why'd you yell that last bit? The victim was stabbed before being shot. It was the victim's autopsy report, sir. Thank God. Has it been updated by any chance? The court accepts it into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness. Hi, Von Karma. You're scaring me. Direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. I'm just gonna look at this real quick. Okay. Let's just press everything. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Why would he have... Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is you are missing... The point you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? There were fingerprints? Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faze, were also on the grip, sir. But wouldn't her fingerprints change if she transformed? So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Looked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point blank, huh? So about how far away was it? It was anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. And how do you know he was shot at point blank? Mr. Phoenix Wright, I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse me? Gunpowder burn. Gunpowder burn? Phoenix... Come on. This is basic forensics. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Hanging on the edge of tomorrow. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the Fae's, sir. And of course, my Fae's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh? Ugh, this does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? I will continue pressing on everything because I've not seen a contradiction yet. How severe was the wound? If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have hit the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes Maya look like she'd stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first and then shot? Yep, sure as sure can be. And look at the wounds and you come to the same conclusion too, pal. A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright. What a pain. That's enough. You've clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought 2 murder weapons today. Very well. The court accepts them into evidence. Pistol added to the court record. Knife added to the court record. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And the 2 murder weapons, both with the defendant's fingerprints on them? This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. If the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt, is there? That is quite true. Mr. Wright? Yes? Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. Better think this through all the way. No! Fuck you! I'm right. If you plead justified self-defense, you'd basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Will she be a justified self-defenser? Your Honor! Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. It will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Detective! Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now see here, proceedings are run by... Ah! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. Yes, I would like to. Oh, probably Lotta's photos, right? Sorry, pal, but there's an even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood and has a clear hole in the sleeve. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. No. So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of a back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fate to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence. Maya's costume added to the court record. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. It's a power move. She's trying to psych you out, man. Don't let it get you. Alright, so I'm pretty sure the contradiction is on that last bit. Yep. As you can see, it's covered in blood. I can see that. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. I disagree, because there's a hole. What the fuck? Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Ah, really? Objection denied. Try to think before you make accusations, Mr. Wright. Sorry. Whoops. That didn't go so well. Okay, geez, sorry. I'll press, I suppose. He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of a struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder changed drastically. Ugh, we're in real trouble now. I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. I do! That Von Karma thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. Somehow find a critical contradiction, then I'll have her. The hole was made by there was 2 gunshots and one of them goes through the hole of the costume. Clearly... Okay, I guess we'll press on everything and see if there's anything else in here. Maybe I'm a little far ahead. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kind of scary today, you know, Belle. Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my court. Alright, just stop glaring at me like that. Damn. Phoenix is on the juice today. Yep. How do you know? Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? Useless information, thank you. As you can see, it's covered in blood. Is it? There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. Ugh. Were there any other clues you could glean from this? Glean? It's supposed to be were, W-E-R-E, and glean with an N from this piece of evidence. Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad. Not enough time. Time to move on. Yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Ugh, not even the judge is on her side. If I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press further! Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? Must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. Must be a clue somewhere on this costume. What could it be? I just don't know! Mr. Wright, Ms. Von Karma's logic is perfect. There is no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. So about the costume, there is one little thing. Your Honor, actually there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. What? What are you talking about, pal? Where is this problem you're talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. Obviously. I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. It's pretty big, actually. A hole? That wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Did you put that to your face and sniff it? Gunpowder? No one ever told me! A hole that smells of gunpowder. Looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Wah, wah. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else. Nice costume updated in the court record. Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Big fucking shocker. Edgeworth, dock his pay. Oh wait, he's dead. Okay, no details, I suppose. Is she actually smiling? What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. I agree there's a mistake on the part of the police. What Prosecutor Von Kammer has said is true. The evidence still stands. You do not find more of a definitive problem with the evidence than... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Now I object with the thingy. Defendant attacked and killed a person who without a doubt was not fighting back. Bullshit. Take that! Objection! Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yes? When you call me by my full name, it's kind of a weird feeling. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Then what, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Ah, you're right. It would seem that way. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Ha. With that, are you finished yet, laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Miss Von Kammer? It seems that my affair was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ah! Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Smug little bow. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate a plea of justified self-defense. Huh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Aha, you mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario all by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Miss Edgeworth. What transpired? During the channeling, the defendant saw a chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but they missed. But they too close, he missed. The fence then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. I didn't absorb any of that because I was too busy thinking about... Anyway, the scenario you've put together does make sense. Yes, sir. But it is speculation. So? Not admissible in court. Sorry. Well, Mr. Wright, just by listening it does make sense. But I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. What transpired? Duh. And we'll find out what happened in the next episode, because it's time for me to end it. I hope you enjoyed, as usual. I'm getting very excited. Things are heating up in the courtroom. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!